With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie.
And that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stroud on third down now. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's 2nd and 3. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now an audible here into something else. Now here's Stroud on third down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Stroud completes this out wide.
Touchdown, Texans!
Tank Dell.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Caleb Shudak on to try the point after.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
On play action, Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And Stroud now to throw. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Here's Stroud. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Stroud.
Rolling to his right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
Shoves him aside, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
16 more on that one and another first down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Second and 10, here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure they're...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Derek Stingley picks it.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to change the play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Touchdown! Takedown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there.
With his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead is now 24.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud.
He's got room to roam.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Back to throw. Stroud firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
ETN up the middle.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
Flush to his right.
Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 39 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Now they'll audible to something else. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On second down, it's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Going quickly out to the right side,
but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now Lawrence. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's got Jordan complete right side.
Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
35 yards.
And the Texans add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for a Jaguars.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. Loose inside the 30.
And down to the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
That makes the score Texans 38, Jaguars 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown, Texans.
Take Dell.
33 yards.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead is now 24.
Jaguars 21,
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On play action, Lawrence.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Stroud.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players